conservative interests.
I call the honourable member Jami-Lee Ross.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I appreciate the opportunity to speak on this bill. Mr Speaker, this government's focus in the law and order area has been all about ensuring that New Zealand is safer for New Zealanders. We're seeing great results. Crime is at 30-year lows. We've got more police officers on the street. Public confidence in law enforcement in New Zealand is on the increase, and long may it be so. Mr Speaker, but this bill is all about ensuring that we have our bail laws correct, and it's an important thing that we ensure that we both balance the rights of those who are rightfully innocent until proven guilty, but also ensure that New Zealand's streets are safe for those who want to go about their daily lives in the normal manner. And Mr Speaker, the changes in this bill will help to achieve that. The changes in this bill will ensure that New Zealanders are kept safer because, firstly, we've got a reverse burden of proof that will be beefed up around murder, and I think anyone out there in New Zealand who looks at the bail situation for accused murderers would appreciate the fact that for a first-time offence, an individual is subject to a reverse burden of proof. They'll also appreciate the additional offences that will be included in the list for the reverse burden of proof for people who are accused of a crime and have previously had some time inside at Her Majesty's pleasure. Also, Mr Speaker, I'm particularly pleased that in the Select Committee we had quite a long discussion about the situation for 18 and 19-year-olds, and now they will be subject to the adult test for bail at 18 and 19 rather than the youth test. And Mr Speaker, I think most New Zealanders would accept that the age at which you become an adult is 18, and therefore the age at which you should be subject to the adult test for bail should be at 18, not at 20. Mr Speaker, I am pleased though to follow the Green Party member because, like a number of members on this side of the House, we're actually quite offended by some of the comments they have to say. And I want to read out for the record what the Green Party said in their minority report. They said that many of the provisions contained in the bill appear to be a purely political response to expressions of public concern about crime. So, Mr Speaker, for those out there listening at home, the Green Party thinks ensuring that public safety is a prime consideration when it comes to bail for murderers is purely a political response. They also said that, unfortunately, much of the concern is based on misinformation aided by a vocal minority calling for excessively punitive measures. Now, I don't know if the Green Party members were actually listening during our hearings, but we had family members who had suffered significant losses at the hands of criminals. We had mothers and fathers in front of us whose children had been killed by offenders who had committed heinous crimes against their children. I wouldn't call them a vocal minority. I'd call them New Zealanders who are hurting. I'd call them New Zealanders who want to ensure that the ratbags and the rascals who commit crimes against their family members are given the proper test for bail. I'd call them New Zealanders who want to ensure that this country is a safe place to raise a family, a safe place to live in, and a place where we aren't soft on criminals, and a place where we have politicians that care more about reducing prison numbers than ensuring that our streets are safe. Mr Speaker, this bill is an important part of ensuring New Zealand is safer for New Zealanders, and it should be passed by this House.
The question is that the amendments recommended by the Law and Order Committee by majority be agreed to. Those of that opinion will please say aye. Aye. The contrary, no. The ayes have it. A party vote has been called for. In that case, will the clerk please conduct a party vote? Thank you.
New Zealand National.
59 in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
33 votes in favour.
Green Party.
14 opposed.
New Zealand First.
7 in favour.
Māori Party.
3 opposed.
Mana.
1 opposed.
Act New Zealand.
1 in favour.
Honourable Peter Dunn.
1 in favour.
Brendan Horan.
1 opposed.
Thank you. Honourable members, the ayes are 101, the noes are 19. The motion is agreed to. Therefore, the question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will please say aye. Aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Bail Amendment Bill, second reading.
This bill is set down for committee stage next sitting day. Honourable members, I therefore call on Government Order of the Day number 9.